Greetings, fellow wastelanders. Timberwolf here. Another Fallout 76 adventure. So, I've been inspired after doing a lot of grinding with Diablo 4, and just got kind of tired of constantly trying to, beat Lilith, which is like the only goal I had left in that, just to complete the final season. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. No, I'm done. This is pointless. Um, and I haven't played 76, from the beginning in quite a long time. So I figured, even though I've got my main player is, level 1007, which is one of the reasons I stopped playing because there was really nowhere left to go with that. Um, but I've decided I'm going to start a new player. I'm going to do a little role playing here in a way. I'm going to base him loosely off of my character in my book, Ivan. This is Marlon, which is the half-elven son of Ivan. So he's part dark elf, which is why I'm going with the darkest color I can find. Amber eyes, about as close as I could get to him in the book, because in the book I gave him actually more like wolf eyes. So this is pretty close to it. But and just kind of like, what would Marlon do? So Marlon would be mostly a melee fighter. Um, so he wouldn't be into guns, firearms, laser pistols, any of that stuff. It'd be hand to hand, maces, if there are such a thing, machetes, swords, and of course bows and arrows. So I'm going to actually see if I can actually play and see how far I can get in 76 without using any kind of modern type weapon at all. Just all hand to hand and bows and arrows, and just see how that works out. Sounds like it'd be pretty challenging, right? So yeah, let's check it out. So I'm going to be kind of just starting off here, and just kind of follow along if you would. Of course, he's going to be at the peak of his physical fitness, because that's Marlon. That's it. Ah! Oh well.
You have been tasked with nothing less than the rebuilding of America. Such a huge responsibility. Just know that Vault-Tec is proud of you. I am proud of you. When you hear this, it means I've been gone for several hours. I've got my own mission out there in Appalachia. This is the Overseer, signing off.
Message repeats in 24 hours. System breakdown.
Hello? At last, I bet you're... Excellent. The kiosks have best get cracked. Lots of water out there, almost all of it undoubtedly irradiated. When in doubt, boil it out. Be on constant alert for the clickety-click of your Pip-Boy's built-in radiation. So, about the infrastructure out there in Appalachia, I suspect... You do remember the whole point of Reclamation Day? Reclaiming Appalachia? Never too late. You must all go through that giant vault door alone. Unless, of course, you're next to someone else. Which I'd recommend, actually. Remember one of Vault-Tec's many, many mottos. Hard work is happy work. Goodbye! Aloha! Ciao! Arrivederci! Au revoir!
Ah, okay. Let's take a look here. This is the new stuff I haven't done yet. Battle-ready dwellers leave the vault at level 20 with a special loadout of their choice. They're prepared to jump into more difficult content. Now, let's see. Okay, what I'd prefer for Marlon would be a gladiator. Marlon would be more of a one-hand, more of a dagger specialist than anything else, other than, of course, ranged weapons. But we don't have that choice here, so we're going to go with two-handed melee. It's one of the photos we took with our Wasteland Looney Bin members. Alright. Nice! Yeah, okay.
Oh, sir. Those young ladies down there, they seem exceedingly alive. They haven't yet made any untoward advances, but perhaps you could speak to them? Verify their intentions are civil? Oh, do be careful out there, sir.
No interest in prolonging that conversation.
There's got to be a way in there. Maybe
Oh, hey, anybody left any
a vault
goodies?
dweller? Hey
All
there!
done? Okay, thanks.
Whoa, whoa. Just a friend here, not a threat. Just had some questions for you. You came out of the vault, right? I thought it was empty. Wait, is the door still open? God damn it. We got a tip from the Wayward. Heard of the place? New bar down the road. So this guy told us that...
After you gave him the last of our caps?
And he said that inside that vault is the... You know, that's where the big one is. Our last chance to turn our lousy luck around. The Wayward is what passes for civilization in these parts. It's got people and booze. A pretty good place to get information, too. You know, the thing that brought everyone back. The treasure. Well, yeah, there was this big broadcast, but shouldn't you know it was in there?
I told you, Lacey. The guy was scamming us.
But those were the last of our caps. No, someone has to know something. We're just gonna stick it out until we find them.
Wonderful.
Thanks for answering some questions for us, I suppose. Seems only fair I return the favor. Anything we can answer for you? Happy to tell you what I know, which isn't much. Someone made a broadcast not too long back about there being some kind of treasure buried in Appalachia. We don't know what, we don't know where. With people as desperate as they are, it's meant everyone with a functioning radio's come back to try and see if they can get a piece of it.
Monsters or no?
Guy we met at the Wayward. Carter, I think was his name. He gave us a couple of leads to chase down, in exchange for all our money. Up to us now to make something of them. Watch yourself out there.
Got company! What the heck was that? Now that people have come back to this area, they'll all want to be setting up places like Foundation. A little bit more salt. Clean up this, fix that. It never seems to end. Well, it's just about time to eat. Oh, I'm all out of water.
Must chop wood forever.
Here to volunteer, or just to escape for a while?
Trees are
If you're looking for work, talk to Lane.
eliminate trees.
Don't suppose you can set a broken leg?
Lady, I will paint the walls with you if you don't tell me where Crane's treasure is right now!
Sweetheart, I think you must be sick. Honey, you picked the wrong time to get a drink.
What are you? Hey! Who the hell are you? Like hell you are, bucko!
He's with us! I told you it was gonna end badly. Now, I'm hoping you're here to have a drink and play nice. I've had a gun pointed at me more than enough for one day. Well, not exactly the introduction to the Wayward I would have hoped for. Well, sorry about that, darling. First round's on me. Name's Duchess. There's something I could do for you. Your guess is as good as mine, sweetheart. He busted in here saying I needed to turn over the location of some fella named Crane, who I guess I must have served at some point or another. Since then, a steady stream of miscreants has been making my life irritating. Not exactly good for a budding business. Now that you mention it, I could use an extra pair of hands. See? That boy you put down. He's not the first of his crew to roll in here, but I want him to be the last. Normally, I'd send my people out to clean house, but my muscles run off, so I don't have the bodies to spare right now. But I'm willing to pay good money if you put an end to this for me. So, what do you say? That's what I was hoping. So, the details. Now, each of these boys came in asking after Crane. I'm thinking we can make that work for us. How would you grab the attention of a bunch of single-minded thugs? Well, aren't you a smart cookie? And I think I know just how to do it. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I think I'll just... I just want you to know, architecture ain't exactly my forte. Huh, not half bad. So what I've chicken scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I didn't butcher the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours, didn't they? That's the spirit.
Hey, if you need a refresher, good old Morty Mort can help you out.
What are you on about, Mordecai?
Hey, nah, I'm not bragging or anything, but I've got some tapes that cover that very subject.
Oh, Mort, not the tapes. Well, you find yourself wanting a refresher? Talk to Mort. Of course, you're gonna need materials, but we should have enough lying around to cover you there. Get you together a little care package. Throw some rations in there, too, so you don't starve on me. And so you know, you might have to break some of this scrap down for parts. But I can spot you some workbench materials, too, since you're doing me such a big one. Who knows? Maybe you'll learn something while you do it. Now, you ready to get this show on the road? It is a lot to ask. Fine. I could do 75. But that's as high as I'll go. That means you're up to the task? Hot dog. Be good to have those dolts off our back at long last. Just make sure, once you find out where they're hiding, that their leader gets the message. The wayward gets left alone. Oh, and on the topic of leaders, you know, one of my people found this tape in the camp across the way, recorded by one overseer of Vault 76. It's a little out of date at this point, but it seems it might have been left for someone from her vault. Maybe it was waiting for you? Sounds like she set the camp up so her people could get some practice in self-reliance. Probably worth looking into if you think you could use a little refresher.
Alright, so now that I've gotten all that out of the way, I'll be switching out of here and jumping into private worlds, just because I usually like doing all the main quests in private, just so I can level up and be a little tougher before jumping into public worlds. So one thing I would recommend early on, get a nice big handful of dirty water here and boil it, because purified water is really hard to come by and find, and you know, you're going to get thirsty and you're going to need to drink. So having a whole bunch of boiled water on hand is a very good idea. So, man, it's going to be tough starting off without all those mutations I depend on, but we'll get to them sooner or later. Alright, well, and I know, yeah, there's that new stuff going on at the lumber mill. Nothing really all exciting there, to be honest with you. I've checked it out before. Just a few new, you know, random fetch quests for responders. But, you know, there is some new gear that they have over there, though, so it's worth checking out. But that's pretty much it for me for now. Appreciate you joining me again, and, you know, I will be certainly broadcasting some more Fallout 76 adventures, as you can follow Marlon's progress as he takes on the Wasteland. Appreciate you joining me here, and until the next adventure.